So there's a couple of things you need to ask yourself, okay? And this is one of my favorite methods is, what if I put this expression or phrase on a different product?
Before you set up your first ad, make sure you grab the $5 filter method walkthrough. It shows you the exact ABO setup, the cutoff points, all the decision points, and what to do if you get a sale. Comment filter below and we'll send you the link.
Is there some other product within ShineOn's catalog that if I take this phrase, for example, okay, I have a love-hate relationship with the Love Knot necklace, okay? It's a great product, don't get me wrong. I love it, and I've had clients scale it, and it's awesome, right? I have clients selling Love Knot right now, a couple clients selling Love Knot right now. But here's the reality is, it's also the most marketed product out there.
Yeah, it really is.
I mean, I'd be willing to bet half your uploads of new products are Love Knots. Am I about right?
I actually don't know the data on that.
Okay, it'd be interesting to see, but I'm willing to bet.
I will tell you though, the top selling product, it really does alternate between Love Knot, Forever Love, and then Alluring Beauty and Interlocking. It's really interesting to watch those cycle all year long. They're constantly fighting it out for the top spot.
Okay, so let's just say you test on a Love Knot, which you know is a good product, but it's also a very common product, right? It's not a shocker for people on Instagram, on Facebook to see a Love Knot, right? And I got a phrase, I got really good link clicks, got some added cards, didn't get any sales. Did I give up on it? Oh, wait a minute. Why don't I put that on a blanket? Or why don't I try it on a canvas? Or why don't I try it on acrylic? Or why don't I put it on with the rose thing, get a nice UGC video done for it, right? And you know what I mean? Why don't I take this thing that was getting some action on a common product, but not sales, and why don't I try it on something else? And often that can be, so it's a decent message, decent expression, and then a more unique product, and then bam, the magic happens.
I like it. So you're basically saying, run this testing method first and just, do your best guess here on the product you think is going to work. Let it run. And if you get to the place where you hit $40 and you're like, I've got some signal in the noise here. I mean, I've got a couple add to carts, or my cost per link click is within range, but you're not getting any sales. So you go ahead and let it run from 40 to 60. And at 60, you're like, okay, no purchases. I hit my rule. I'm turning this off because I'm going to be a disciplined, merchant here. I'm not going to throw good money after that.
You're going to be a card counter, not a gambler.
Yeah. But as Mario used to say, you're not going to smoke the hopium. However, you say, I do have some signal in the noise here. I mean, there was something about this product people liked, right? And Chris, you're saying, well, maybe take that phrase and just try it again on a different product.
Exactly.
Yeah. So maybe you go from Love Knot to Interlocking, or Love Knot to Forever Love, or maybe keep Love Knot, but you do it on the heart box.
That's right. And that is often magic happens that way.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
I love that.
So that's a really powerful method.
Yeah, very good. Okay. What else you got here?
Okay, now what happens if you're getting purchases? What happens if you're getting purchases? So what I like to do is when you're getting purchases, I like to okay, so I have two scaling methods based on CBO. I'm not going to go into those on this, but there's a third method, an old school method called the simple scaling method. So first you go through what's called the confirmation stage, and then you go simple scaling. So I'll cover that. Go ahead and cover that. So let's just say you get a sale and on your $5 budget, and you also have good CPC link. Okay, I would never do this if I get a sale and I got bad CPC link, because that happens a lot. I mean, there is gonna be these weird ad sets, more common than I can imagine, where you're getting $3 link clicks or $4 link clicks, and you're getting a sale, and it's bizarre. And then it just dies. It doesn't go. No other sale comes in.
Let's define this. It'll be super clear for people. So if you get a purchase and cost per click is less than $2,
that's right.
$2
or $2 on day one and $1.50 on day two.
Yeah, but if it's above $2 and you have a purchase, you're not chasing it.
Do not chase it. I mean, and people do that, and they, oh wow, I'm all excited, and they raise their budget, and then they spend
you get burned.
$100 and they get nothing more.
Yep.
For some strange dude, fluke. The number of products I've had where you get fluke sales, I don't know.
It happens all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. You get this really odd sale. Facebook served the one person in the universe who wanted it.
Well, I've seen it where like you launch, you launch something, you get like 2 sales in 24 hours and you're like, shit, man, I'm buying a house in January, and then it's like nothing.
That's right.
Like nothing ever happens after that, right?
Yeah, so it's weird. Yeah, so I call those fluke sales. So don't get excited about fluke sales. I want to. So again, the big picture. Okay, let's go back to the very, very beginning. A winning product reveals itself, and to me,
Before you set up your first ad, make sure you grab the $5 filter method walkthrough. It shows you the exact ABO setup, the cutoff points, all the decision points, and what to do if you get a sale. Comment filter below and we'll send you the link.
A winning scalable product is the cost per purchase is profitable and the cost per link click is good.
Yeah, so
that is when I'm getting excited.
Keep going.
Okay, so what you do then is if you've got good cost per link click and you got good cost per purchase, in the morning time in your ads manager, this is really important, guys. When you do this, always do this in the morning time. There's a built-in Facebook bug that Facebook reps will argue with you till you're blue in the face. It doesn't happen. It's bullshit. It does happen. If you raise the budget in the afternoon or late evening, it'll spend like crazy and give you bad bot traffic. It's just weird. It just doesn't. It's bizarre. Always, whatever your ads manager time zone is, raise the budget in the morning from $5 to $25 or $5 to $15 and then go $15 to $25. That can totally work.
So hold on. You're saying if this works, you're saying scale with this ad set?
That's right.
Okay.
I call that the confirmation stage. And it could lead to old school simple scaling, which is not the ideal one. The ideal one is to go to CBO, but anyway, I still want to go ahead and cover this for people because people use this. Brian, I show post Brian's he's cool with me talking about this. Brian's results. He loves the simple scaling method. He's still using that today.
So you're saying, how much do you say to raise it by?
You can go, I usually 5 to 15 or 5 to 25 or 5, 15, and then 25. I call this confirming. This is a confirmation stage. This is stage 2. This is before scaling.
Yeah. So this is a confirmation stage, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a purchase and the cost per click is less than $2, you want to scale the ad set budget. Let me make that bigger. You want to scale the ad set budget from 5 to
15.
15. These are in consecutive days, right? So like
That's
day
right.
1, scale it up by 5. Day 2, scale it up by 15.
No. Scale it from 5 to 15 and 15 to 25. So what you're doing is confirming what we're doing here is we're confirming with a little more spend if we truly have a winner or not.
Got it.
And by the way, like I said, Brian, you see me post his results quite frequently. Coach and I have been working with me for years. He's tried the other 2 scaling methods that I'm not going to cover on this, and he still prefers this one. It still works best for him. So this totally works. And I'm going to cover simple scaling here because it's so easy to teach. You're going to be shocked at how simple this is.
All right. So the idea here is, let's repeat for everybody. Okay. So you're doing your test, right? So you have 1 campaign per product. You have a minimum of 2 ad sets. You're using ABO, ad set budget optimization. You set a $5 budget per ad set. Each ad set's got like 1 or 3 ads. Let's keep it simple. Let's say each ad set's got 1 ad. And you're going to let that run. And then on day 1, so you should have spent at least $5 per ad set, right? You're going to check your cost per link click, right? And you just want it to be less than $2 on day 1.
That's right.
Right? You don't care about purchases, don't really care about anything else. If your cost per link click is less than $2 on day 1, you're gold. You're going to let it go to day 2.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
Then on day 2, you expect the cost per link click to be below $1.50.
That's right.
Right? And hopefully you're starting to get some like add to carts. And if you have a purchase, great.
Yeah.
Right.
Great. Yeah,
as long as the cost per link click is less than $1.50, you're going to let it roll. If it's over $1.50 on day 2, you kill it.
That's right. And we're looking at each individual ad set individually.
Yes, each ad set individually, not the campaign.
That's right.
Yes. Okay. And then by $40, you're going to check it again. Right?
That's right.
And at $40, if there's no add to carts and if there's no add to carts and your cost per link click's greater than 70 cents, you're just going to kill it.
That's right.
But if your cost per link click is less than 70 cents, there's something about it people like, you're going to let it run to 60.
That's right.
Okay. By 60, you really want a sale.
That's right.
And if you have no sales, you kill it regardless of anything else.
That's right.
However, because that cost per link click was so low, you go, maybe there's something here people like, and you might test on a different product.
That's right. Exactly.
Okay. And if you're at $60 and you have at least a sale, then you're going to move to the confirmation stage.
That's right. Actually, you can move the confirmation even earlier if you're getting a sale on day 1 or day 2. That's right.
So as soon as you have a sale, you move to the confirmation stage.
If the link click cost and the cost per purchase is profitable.
Are you not sure when to kill your ads versus let them ride? You need to make sure you're using the $5 filter method walkthrough. It's a checklist we created that covers literally everything in this video. Just comment filter below and we'll send you the link. Yes. Okay. So, and then the idea here is you just marginally raising the budgets to drive more traffic, and you're just you're kicking the tires here. You're just seeing if the market is interested in this. So you're going to slowly increase the budget, and you're doing it on the original ad set.
That's right.
So you're going to go in there, and in the morning,
it's really important. For example, I've got a client who I've worked with for a long time in Malaysia, but their ads account is set for East Coast United States time. So he has to go in and up the budget in the morning time on the ads. Once you set the time zone for your ads manager, it can never change.
What is the mornings? Can you give a range?
Before noon. You don't have to wake up at 5 a.m. and go, I got to turn on my ad. No. Wake up, do your thing. Just get in there in the morning.
Okay. So you're going to raise the budget before noon. You'll go from $5 to $10, 10 to 15, 15 to 25 or whatever.
Something like that. That's right.
We're just slowly kind of stepping up the budgets to see if it takes. Okay. Got it. Next steps.
Again, it's all about looking at the link click cost and the purchases. If you're profitable, you may want to test out. You could add a couple more ad sets if you want to test out some other targets. And now another thing, when using ABO, this is a really important thing. No more than 5 active ad sets at a time. Okay. It's because of the overlapping audience thing that Facebook doesn't like anymore. If anyone who sees an old school video out on YouTube, I saw one the other day. I was shocked. I don't know how someone's pimped one of my videos and has it up on YouTube. I talk about scaling out when I used to do like 500, or I do 100 to 200 $10, $5 ad sets. I call it scaling out. That method does not work anymore. I've removed all those videos from my own channels, but some people have copied my videos and still have them out there on YouTube. I couldn't believe it. Anyway, that doesn't work. You want no more than 5 active ad sets. Facebook doesn't like this overlapping of audience things. So that'll happen. As you have different targets going, they'll be overlapping. And you can have a little overlapping, that's fine, but you don't want a lot of it. So
each ad set needs its unique targeting.
Regardless, it will still have some overlapping. So you want no more than 5 active ad sets on an ABO campaign. Active. The keyword being active. If you turn off an ad set, you can add another one. That's fine, but no more than 5.
I think I got that. Okay, very good. So let's say you're doing this. What are our decision points here?
Again, cost per link clicks and cost per purchase. Are we profitable? Are we making money? And our link clicks look good? The dollar.
Even in the confirmation stage. So, are you okay with being unprofitable here for a little while?
If I'm around break even, I'm okay.
So basically, it's like if break even, let it run. If not break even, kill it.
That's right. But obviously, if it's around break even, it's not really scalable.
Yeah, but the idea, you're going to continue to spend to see if it gets there, right?
That's right. Exactly.
So if break even or greater, let it run. If unprofitable, that's really your next decision point.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
And based on what I see here, we're going to go with what I call the simple scaling method, which people are going to be shocked to see this and think, wow, that's really old school. It still works to this day. As I mentioned, Brian, who I've been coaching, posting results of recently, he knows the other 2 CBO scaling methods. I have 2 CBO scaling methods. He knows them. He used them, but he still uses this one. He thinks it's...
All right, let's hear it. What is it?
All right, I call this simple scaling.
So hang on. We get to simple scaling if we get past the confirmation stage.
That's right.
And are you looking for a certain amount of spend here before you're like, okay, this is confirmed?
Yeah, but we're looking at about 100 to 150 in spend total on the campaign. If we're at that point, we're making good sales, profitable, good cost per link click. Yeah, you're on to something.
And profitable. Move to simple.
Now, the downside of this simple scaling method is I mismentioned you can only have 5 active ad sets, right? So, and also your max budget. I through years of testing, I can tell you this: you cannot spend more than $500 on an ABO ad set. It will die for some reason. It just does.
Okay.
So $500 per ad set's the max.
Okay.
So your max is 5 ad sets. So your max scaling potential is $2,500.
So are we still using the original?
That's right. And you can add new ones. You can add new ones too, as I mentioned. You can add new ones as you go.
Okay. And what are you doing?
Okay. Yeah, we're raising the budget. Maybe go 25 to 50, 50 to 100, 100 to 150. After about 150 or so, you want to be maybe making jumps around 25. You want to do like 20%, 30% a day, not doubling anymore after about 150. No, up to about 200, you can double. After $200, you don't want to be doubling anymore. You just want to do 20%, 30% increases a day.
That's it, huh? That's a whole method?
That's it. That's the whole method. And it's that simple. And it's unbelievable. This is why this is so simple. But there's a couple caveats here, which is actually why I honestly prefer the CBO method. CBOs are more long-term sustainable. They are, because the way the Facebook's algorithm is designed. This method, it's weird. What will happen with this method? If you're at the scaling stage and you're spending like $400 or $500 on an ad set, it'll work for 1 week. It'll work for 2 weeks. It'll work for 3 weeks. It'll work for 4 weeks. It'll work for 5 weeks, 6 weeks, sometimes 2 months, and then suddenly, bang, it tanks. It's just weird. It just, it's a phenomenon I cannot explain, but it just does. So what happens is, if I have 2 or 3 days in a row in which it tanks, one day I don't flip out about it. One day it's going to happen. That's just part of advertising. Even if you're running the CBO methods, even if you're making good profit, there's going to be a bad day here and there. Am I right? All right. It just happens. It's part of advertising. It's part of advertising. But if I have 2 to 3 days in a row of bad days, then I know this is tanking. Okay. So what I would do is, whatever the budget is, let's just say it was $400 a day. I would duplicate that ad set, half the budget to 200.
Okay.
And turn off the original one. And now it's something new. And it'll start kicking in again.
So if it stops working, duplicate it, half the budget, and just start over.
That's right. So with ABOs, it's all about what have you done for me lately.
Okay, I'm not gonna. Got it. I think we're good. I'm not gonna.
Okay, so
we're good though. I think this is actually. Well, go ahead.
No, I just say, guys, I wasn't planning to cover this far, but I just gave you a simple method you can use based on the ABO, going from the $5 filter method, the confirmation stage, to the simple scaling method. If you want the CBO methods, which are actually better for scaling, you gotta sign up for my coaching.
And we'll get to that. 1 second here. So if it stops working but is profitable, duplicate the ad set, cut the budget by 50%, and start over. Is this still within the same campaign?
That's right.
I'll try to clean this up and turn this into a lead magnet for people. So that'll be good. Okay, so like, what are some targeting mistakes you see people make here?
Targeting mistakes,
if any.
No, I don't think there is. I mean, as long as you're using reasonable targets, which makes sense. I mean,
okay, what about at the ad level? Image, video, like, what, do you have a preference here? Where are you at?
Okay. All right. So this is a bit complicated. So, okay, don't use a busy image. So, for example, on the canvas, right? Canvases, people use the image where it's hanging up on the wall, and there's a couch and there's a desk. I mean, one, it's not even 100% clear what the product is. I mean, as far as like, are you selling the desk or are you selling the canvas? Two, they can't read the image. So if you're going to use an image ad, you want something that clearly shows the product. And if it's something flat like a canvas, add a tag, canvas wall art, to the bottom or to the right. If anytime you do personalization, you have to, I'll never forget this. This is back in 2018 or whatever. I had a shirt that said, the man, the myth, and then you can put the name, any name, the beer drinking legend. And I put an ad up that said, the man, the myth, Dave. Dave's my best friend, so I use the name Dave, the beer drinking legend, and started advertising it. And we got tons of comments. Oh, that's a great shirt. Can you put Gus on there? Can you put Jim on there? Can you put, what? They didn't realize that. That's the moment I realized, whoa. So we put the example up, and then we had a little bubble that said, personalize any name here. You gotta spell it out. So the image, when you're running ads, right? We are doing what's called interruption marketing.
Mm-hmm.
So we are interrupting people's day. It doesn't matter whether it's TikTok ads, Snapchat ads, Facebook ads. On social media, you're interrupting people. Okay, and it works, right? We're here teaching you how to do it. It works. But you have a split second to get their attention. Your image needs to show the product very, very clearly, okay? It doesn't need to be overdone. It just needs to show the product clearly, okay? Yeah, so that's key. If you're going to use a video, right? Videos for print-on-demand products, in most cases, yes and no. What does work really well, though, is those emotionally based UGC videos. Those are great with the voiceover.
The reactions?
Yeah, the voiceover saying the message. That can work really well. So a video that appeals to emotion, or just a simple image.
Any other rules?
No, that's good.
Okay.
And clearly define, you can personalize with a name or for the flat product like a canvas, it might look like a meme, so you gotta add a tag that says canvas wall art. Don't use the busy image with tons of other stuff other than the product in there.
I got it. Add. Okay, very good. So let's see here. Here's a question I know I'm going to get. There are a lot of people that are new and their CPMs are just ridiculous, and they're gonna want to know if the cost per click rules apply because they have new ad accounts with high CPMs. What do you say to that?
Okay, yes, in the first week or so, maybe two, of a new ads account, yeah, you need to let it run a little longer. You need to warm up the ads account, but just don't spend a lot. I mean, just get 1 or 2 campaigns going and let it roll. Okay. What happen is Facebook knows that you're running ads and they'll start to warm up your account. So you don't need to spend crazy amounts to warm it up. But there is a warm up period. And in that time, I'm not really paying much attention to the cost per link clicks. I'm just getting the account rolling, getting the pixels and the AI rolling on that account.
Very good. Let's see. If somebody is like brand new, they're trying this method for the first time, but they're probably drinking through a fire hose right now. But like, what's like one thing you want them to remember about this method?
Pay attention to your cost per link click.
I knew you were going to say.
I mean, it really tells the story.
I knew you were going to say.
I know it's weird. It's counterintuitive because are we going for purchase? And the answer is yes. Yeah. CPC link tells the story. It makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, if people are not going to your website in a good pace, how can you possibly scale?
Oh no, it totally does. I mean, the real analogy for people here is just imagine a store. It's like you can't sell anything to anybody if they're not in the freaking store. Cost per link click is what gets people into the store for cheap.
That's right?
So the lower it is, the more people you can get to the store for the same amount of money.
That's right.
It just people just got to visualize it. They got to work out the math. So yeah, okay.
And then also be a card counter, not a gambler.
Card counter. Any other nuggets?
Product is everything.
Chris Blair nuggets.
The product is everything, guys. I mean, look, you can master this method and all my scaling methods, but you won't sell shit if you don't have the product.
Yeah, this is something I picked up from you for sure. I'm a product guy because it's product really is everything.
Yeah,
you want the winning product. Everything else is forgiving. You can run crappy ads on a winning product; it'll still scale. It's got its own momentum. That's what we were talking about earlier. So winning product really, really is everything. If you're testing right now and it's not working, I've been through this. I've seen this hundreds of times with students before. This is exactly what happens. They run a product that doesn't work and they go, well, the method, it's my method. And they go to YouTube and they find some new Facebook testing method. And then they come try that one and that one doesn't work. And then they do a little tweak and they try a little thing here, whatever. 30 tests later, they hit a winner and it freaking takes off. And it's with some crazy freaking method that they like hack their way into. And then they've got a course because they've got some new method that nobody's ever tried before. I've done this to myself, right? That's never what it is. It's all about the product. You launch a winning product, damn near any method works.
That's true. That's absolutely true. Absolutely true.
So sometimes people ask me this and they're like, hey, what method should I use? And I tell them, I'm like, the method you believe in is probably the one that will end up working. Just pick one, stick to it until you hit a winner. And then, surprise, it freaking works. Hey, do you want a checklist that covers all the decision points, the cutoffs, all the unique nuggets that Chris shared in this video? If you do, comment filter below and we'll send you the link to a free downloadable $5 filter method checklist that you can get instantly. Again, type filter below and we'll send you the link.